So as all you guys probably already know, the whole Imaginary Realm game mode in Phantom Parade has been revamped on Global. So the whole point now is we have this little thing called an SP battle, right? An SP battle, if you didn't know what it was, it's pretty much like, you know, if you play Dokkan, like burst mode, right? So you kind of pick your poison, you add the buffs on the enemy, right? And then, you know, depending on how many buffs you put on the enemy, the higher score is, right? So obviously with this one, you're gonna aim for the S rank score, right? As you can see here, I got it, so I'll show you guys how to get this video. But so yeah, so the whole point is up here, you've got all the debuffs you pick, which are your special rules, and then there you go, S rank 17. I'm not lying. So there's a team on the bottom, but we'll get into it in the actual stage. So the whole point, blue is effective, which means you want to probably focus on getting your blue Gojo doing as much damage as humanely possible. And apart from that, just, you know, supporting him, right? So the team okay, before the team, we have the debuffs, right? Because you need to pick a certain amount to get to 18 points. And 18 points is what you need to reach to get all the buffs and get S rank, right? So we have, obviously, rewards for the C rank and the B rank and the A rank and the S rank. So it's not too much, honestly. You got, what, 80, you got 130, 180 cubes. So as a bonus, it's not too bad, right? We take any free cubes given to us, right? So as for the debuffs, we have all allies max HP decrease and so on and so forth, right? So, and then if you pick assistance, it kind of like dumbs down your score. So I would suggest, see there, I would suggest not picking any assistance. I guess if you're on the clear cubes, go for it, but steer away from that, I reckon, because you don't get the main rewards, right? So I picked all these ones. Just copy all these if you're having trouble. And as for the team, alright, very, very simple stuff here. We have slot 1 Yaga, my boy LeBron. As you guys all know, he's always in these showcases no matter what. So he's got a damage reduction memory, you know, just to reduce some damage from the enemy. Slot 2, we have Inumaki, who's going to help ult rush a little bit easier and get some damage reduction going as well. He has a healing memory, but low-key, I might swap that with Yuta, because Yuta doesn't always, you know, survive, right? No, sorry, Inumaki doesn't always survive, right? And the problem with that is this memory right here makes a huge difference when it comes to Gojo's ult, right? So what you want to do is just rush Gojo's ult, hopefully get it twice. You will get it twice if you use the right team comp. And then slot 3, we have my boy underrated Yuji, bro. I don't care, my boy is underrated. For damage, nothing crazy, but as a tank, as a staller, as a little bit of a hybrid support, in this case, he gets the job done, bro. I won't lie. He has res. He has, with this memory you compare him with, he gets 2 reses. He can damage, you know, he can increase damage dealt on enemies. He can fuel ult gauges faster. He's an all-rounder, which means he's a jack of all trades but master of none. I get that, but he's still a decent option, definitely. And, you know, when you're running blue, especially on global right now, if you don't have Momo, there aren't many options for blue apart from Gojo. So you need to, you know, pick your, you know, the pennies where they are, you know, because there aren't many pennies, you know what I mean? So last up, we have Gojo as well. My boy, my glorious king, obviously, he had to be here. With a non-standard, obviously, as well. And we have Yuta in backlines in case he needs to be subbed on, you know, as a super sub and heal us a little bit. So pretty stock standard stuff, I won't lie. But before we get into the fight, I'm gonna need you guys to please backflash the like button for more content, and let's go. Alright guys, so obviously the first thing to do is the simple stuff we do always. Tutoring, there we go. And then we're gonna go for a ward off here, get the ult gauges going, and then Gojo, I think he might be able to get the ult in the 3 turns without Yuji's skill 2, but skill 3, sorry, but we're still gonna pop it anyway. And then until you get the first ult with Gojo, I recommend just buffing to get the maximum damage, or almost maximum. Just do as much as you can, right? So Gojo's already looking pretty solid with his ult, and we've got, yeah, okay, whatever. Yuta's there, he's gonna heal us a little bit, so that's fine. We're just gonna debuff now. We're gonna go for another ward off. Let's go for a nimble strike on you, and then one more buff, and then by the time we go for our second round of buffs with the nimble strike, we're gonna have ult with Gojo, as you can see there, and then we're gonna have the debuff on ESO as well, and then we're gonna be eating very good, okay? So bear with me, but we're cooking right now, alright? So now we're gonna go for another round of Kurt Speech. We're gonna go for this now on, doesn't matter who we do it on, nimble strike on you, and then non-standard ult. You guys will see the decimation power of this, okay? We're not going to win, obviously, because we don't do that much damage, but it's going to be a decent amount, right? So you guys will see now. I won't be surprised if KECHIZU dies. I won't lie. Let's see. Oh, not bad, Gojo. See, that's all it takes, bro. You don't even need blue Yuji for this, but he helps, obviously, right? So Yuta has a heal going as well, which is also very, very, very clutch. I guess the AoE is fine. We'll keep going with that. I wanna try stunning you, I think, because I think we're gonna kill. And just in case we don't, we're gonna go for... Okay, that's... Okay, not very clutch, honestly. Yuji, please kill. My boy should kill. Actually, no, I'm not sure. Okay. Take a bow, Yuji. Alright, so Wing King might hurt a little bit, but we have the res anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You know, you don't get stars for it, so you can have as many guys die as you want. So, there we go. Gonna pop the damage taken decrease, and Gojo, boom, there we go. So, as you can see, it's not very hard at all. That was the S rank, that's the max you can go. So, bottom line is, just try to get Gojo's ult as quick as possible. We didn't even need a second ult, right? It's not that hard. So, low-key, they might have nerfed this stuff, because I had more trouble with the harder extreme fights, you know, in the older versions of it, but you can get a title from it too, which is cool in case you want to have a title, the one who exercised imaginary realm. But I want to show you guys a secret title as well, because there's some pretty funny stuff here, okay? So let's go on the titles, and then event. Bro, there's a title called, if I can find it, hold up. Okay, am I tripping, chat? I saw it. It was like, it was something about taking your pants off or something. Huh? I'm not kidding, by the way. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Okay. Zen family. Yeah, here. Look. Oh, hell no. Okay, that's gonna be with Death with a by Wasp. So that memory I used anyway with Inumaki, that buff memory, get that. You get a pretty weird ass title, but if you like that, you know, use it if you want. But that is all for today's video. If it helped even a little bit, please black flash the like button stuff for more content. We're almost at 350 subs. Please let me hit that, and then we're going for 500, and as I said, like, you know, a couple of videos ago, then 1k, and then I'll be making probably a 10k a month from YouTube, bro. I won't lie, but alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace.